stirring him up in the comments. Back at it again with another video. And hey Goodie Gang, hi everybody. And if you do not know who I am, this is Tina.Channiel and Robin. And before anything, you know what I would love for you guys to do: like, share, subscribe, be a part of the gang. That is good. Hi everybody. All right, we're gonna get into this story time because I know that's why y'all came. So he tried to use me. Yes, he tried to use me. So, let me take a sip of water. We're drinking water, still on our journey to lose some pounds. So, water. Okay. So, we wasn't talking. We weren't talking really. We weren't really talking at all, actually. He was trying to talk to me, but I just wasn't giving him the time of day because I knew too much about him. Like, I knew, basically, this was the same guy that was in another story time that I like told y'all about. So it was no point of me trying to like even like date him. Like, he was trying to pursue me, and I was just basically not with it because I knew a lot about him. And the thing is, some girls, because they would know some things about a nigga and still deal with him. Like, seriously, they would know so much back history about him and still go forward to deal with this man when they know he ain't shit. But for some reason, you feel like your pum pum, I go be the pum pum, to make him change his life and to make him be a better man. But sorry, sis, it don't work that way, and it never works that way. But whatever. So, anyways, I did not decide to deal with him because, like I said, I knew too much. So, which was great, and I'm glad I knew it. But so we still hung out because it was like mutual friend setting. So it was like it didn't matter. We were gonna see each other anyway. We met like at a party, and I was vlogging, and that is how I would get into certain events. So I had my camera out. I was at the event. I was vlogging, and then this guy. He just comes up to me. He's like, oh, like, what type of camera is that? And I tell him the type of camera that I had at the time. And then he's just like, we're just talking about cameras and lenses and like things like that. Like, you know, he had a common interest in cameras. I have interest in cameras as well. He had a podcast. He had a podcast, but no, he didn't have it yet. He was like in the works of some type of podcast or whatever. I don't think at that time people were doing podcasts like that, but he was trying to do something along those lines. I don't really remember. Something like that. So he was trying to do his thing. I have my YouTube channel, and I'm doing my thing, which is just vlogging. So he comes back to me from where I am because now I'm sitting at the bar, and he's like, oh, he wants to exchange, like, you know, information or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Yeah, we can exchange information. So we exchange our informations. Then he asks me if I'm going to the next event after this one. I told him I was thinking about it. To be honest, I didn't even know there was another event going on, but thank you for letting me know. Like, no, you should come. You know, I got an extra ticket. So I'm just like, all right, I'll come with you. So now we go to the next event. He's like, why are you like filming everything? Like, what are you doing, a documentary? I'm like, no. I have a YouTube channel, so I'm vlogging. And he was like, oh, you have a vlog? I'm like, no, I have a YouTube channel and I am vlogging. So he's like, okay, he want to check out my channel or whatever. So I give him my name, my channel. He checks out my channel. He checks out my Instagram, you know, all that, the whole rundown, the whole spiel. He looking me up. And I don't mind. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Because at the time, I think I had at least like 1,000 something like followers on Instagram, like 1,000 whatever. And on my YouTube, I had at least 700 subscribers. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just doing my little thing. So it didn't matter to me. So I'm just doing me. You're checking out my stuff. Sure, go right on ahead. Check me out. So now, as time goes on, mind you, we're in communication. Like, events are going on. He has the in to certain things. So he would invite me along because, like, you know, we kind of kicked it off a little bit. We clicked and we had great conversations. So he would invite me along with his events sometimes with him. So, and I would go because it was great networking. It was like, why not? So now we're going all the time to these events. And people are asking him, like, oh, I see you and this girl everywhere. Like, is this your girlfriend? Like, they asking him the question, but he's not answering it. Like, nigga, no. Tell them we are not in a relationship. Like, why won't you, like, make that be clarified? Like, why are you not clarifying this with these people? But anyway, he never did that. So, as time is going on, we're still, like, in communication with each other. We start developing a closer, like, friendship a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So as that goes on, he starts telling me about his, like, past relationships, his situationships, his whatever be going on in his life. Good gal. So now he's trying to talk to me. And I'm just like, no, because what I'm noticing with him is that he's not over whoever hurt him in the past. And I don't have the time for it. I don't have the time for no broken men. I just don't. And so I just didn't proceed to deal with him because it's like, I am not a certified therapist. I'm not going to go the extra mile to try to fix you. No, I don't have the time for it. I really don't. Like, I feel like you should do that on your own. Progress on your own, do your own due diligence to figure out yourself, heal yourself, and then when you heal your whole man, then you go find somebody. I already done so much self-work on myself. I'm not doing it with you. That's what you should have did on your own. But anyway, so he's trying to, like, date me. He keeps asking me to you know, to go out with him. You know, he keeps inviting me out on a date, and I just keep telling him no. I just say, like, you know, I'm really focused on building my brand and you know, trying to make TinaChanniel a thing. So he was like, it's gonna come when it comes. That is true. It's gonna come when it comes, but however, you gotta work on it, and I'm working on what I'm doing, and whatever you're doing, you work on that, and I'm gonna work on this because this is mine. So don't tell me what to do with what I got going on. So now he's telling me, like, you know what? You should go out and you should, like, vlog it. And I'm just like, we're not going out and I'm not vlogging it. And he was like, why you don't want to vlog me? Like, why you don't want me in your vlogs? And I'm just like, why do you want to be in my vlogs? Like, stop. Like, my vlogs are not for you. It's for the audience. What? Like, so he keeps asking me 1,000,010 questions about why I don't want him in my vlogs, why I don't want to date him, why I keep you know, trying to friend zone him. Like, listen. I'm not, it's oh God, like, I hate it when you're very focused on your goal and there's a guy who just doesn't get that. Like, let me be. Like, I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I'm not trying to go on no dates. I'm just trying to build TinaChanniel. And just let me do that, okay? Please, like, this is not the time for dating. This is the time for brand building and getting this money and getting to this bag. I don't have the time for all this extra stuff. And I don't have time to be caught up in no extra drama and feelings, because that's what he was. Nothing but drama. And it's like, I don't need to be a part of your your gang of bitches. Like, this is just not what this is. Just like, leave me alone. Do what you doing. Leave me out of it. Okay? So now, he brings this idea to me, right? Like, oh, we should be like a YouTube couple and like, you know, build your brand. We can make some money together. We're always together and this and that. And I'm just like, hold on. Why? And he was like, oh, you don't like couple channels? I'm like, no, I really don't actually like couple channels. I'm not interested in couple channels. So he was like, oh, so you don't like to watch like pranks and couple channels and couple goals and this and that, family, this, that. Miss said, no, that's not what I watch. That's not what my interests are. Like, I don't watch couple channels. I don't like prank videos. I don't watch family stuff. Like, I don't watch those things. I don't. To be honest, even now, when I bring my boyfriend on my channel every now and then, to be honest, he doesn't even want to do it. I'm only asking him to do it for me because he's a very shy person, and I'm just trying to be like, babe, could you just, you know, be in my video, whatever. And it's like, that was never my thing. So now that I'm with somebody that YouTube is very new for him, and I'm trying to bring him into what I do, it's sometimes could be very uncomfortable for him. So it's like, I don't even like try that. But however, with this guy, it was like, this was his idea that he wanted. Like, oh, we should make a couple channel, and then we could, as you're growing, I'm growing, and then we could, you know, we could build off that, whatever. And I'm just like, no, like, that's just not something that I'm interested in doing. Like, no, I don't want to be attached to nobody when I'm trying to build my brand. Okay? And first of all, he didn't even have a YouTube channel. So how are we building anything? You don't have a YouTube channel. You have a Instagram and a Twitter. And the thing is this, I'm not the type of person to bring nobody down because they don't have as much followers as me, or they don't have nothing as me. It's not that. It's the fact that he was literally trying to use me to come up. And it's like, in my mind at the time, I couldn't grasp, like, how are you trying to use me when I only have 1,000 followers and like a couple hundred subscribers? Like, how in the world am I any help to you? You know what I mean? Like, you already got your little foot in the door. You going to all these events, and I'm going with you as your plus one. How am I to bring you any type of status? You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't get it. I don't really understand what's going on right now. You're confusing me. So the more that we hang out, the more it started to click in with everything that goes on with this man. So it's like, he'll deal with certain women to like get whatever he could get out of them, and then they're no longer of use to him, right? So it's more like, if you're a woman that has something going on in your life, he wants to dig his way in there. Like, he wants to deal with you. He wants to date you. He wants to be with you. And then as soon as he gets what he got to get out of the situation, he's out the door. And then tells you a bunch of one baga nonsense about how you and him not working out no more and all this other foolishness. And that's the thing. That's what I kind of knew about him before. And this was the thing, I knew about that gradually as we continue to deal with each other. Not in that sense, but in more like a work sense. And it's like, he tried to make our working relationship into an actual relationship. And it's like, no, I don't want that. I just want what we're doing. Can it just stay that way? And it's more like, he's the type of man, such a narcissist, because now that I'm telling the story, it's kind of making sense. It's like, he'll see the potential in you and how it could go for you, and as far as you can go, as far as you want yourself to go, because at the end of the day, you can only do as much as you want to do. You know what I mean? So he sees, like, you know, how much I'm so passionate about my YouTube channel. I'm so passionate about building my brand, and I'm always on go. And every time I gotta get somewhere, go somewhere, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm modeling all the time. I'm in different music videos. I'm at the studio sometimes. And he sees that and he was like, you know what? I want to hop on your train now. So when it get hot, I've been here already. So it's like, I started to realize that. And I'm just like, no, I don't want you around me anymore. Like, it's crazy because I uploaded one video with this man in it. And you guys, I'm telling you, my subscribers, as small as I was back then, y'all was tearing him up in the comments. Tearing him up in the comments, saying a bunch of things like, oh, take him down. We don't want to see him no more. I don't know why you bringing this man into your videos. Like, who said we wanted you out here with him? I'm like, whoa. Damn, you know what I mean? Like, shit. I didn't like him that much, but I'm glad y'all pointed that out to me, Goodie, because as soon as I posted that video, this man, he was like, oh, let's vlog again, let's go out. Now he wants to go out to places. The thing is this, he was inviting me to events. Now he just inviting me out for just randomness. No, this is not what this is. We ain't doing none of that, sir. Cut it right now. Stop. So the more we hung out, the more I started to realize you're trying to use me, because everywhere we went, people would ask like, oh, was that your girlfriend? He would never answer them until one day he said, yeah, that's my girl. I'm not your girl. So he's telling people that I'm his girlfriend. He is promoting my channel, which is great. Thank you very much. Telling everybody that I have a YouTube channel, telling everybody that I model, telling everybody I do this and that. And then at the same time, it's like, okay, cool. Now he's acting as if he's my manager. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have no manager. Like, I have a manager now, but I don't have a manager. At the time, you're not my manager. You're not my man, and you are not my manager. So you need to pump the brakes and hold your horses. Like, stop. So he's now trying to tell me what I need to do. Goodie, could you believe this? This man started telling me that I need to take more sexier pictures for the gram. Yes, that's what he said. I need to take more sexier pictures for the gram. I need to start getting naked. Because at the time, I was just doing a lot of like profile stuff. So he was like, oh, you ain't doing enough. So your shit ain't, you gotta get sexy for the gram. Like, you want to get some sponsors, right? Like, how you gonna get some sponsors and you taking regular pictures? Shut the fuck up, okay? Like, don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm confused. Like, how dare you? Like, seriously, how dare you even tell me something like that? Like, oh, for me to be up, I need to get naked. Like, the thing is this. There's a lot of women that find liberation in nudity, and that's wonderful, because so do I. But I don't want to hear that shit from you. I don't. So if I've done magazine spreads where I've worn bikinis. I've done magazine spreads where I've worn lingerie. But I've done that off of my own free will. Not because some dude told me I should do it because this is what's going to get my Instagram popping. Like, stop. No. Don't. So all these things I was getting from him, all these vibes and all this weird shit that was going on, I'm just like, you know what? I gotta stop. Like, I really have to stop dealing with this man. Like, I have to separate our, like, working relationship. I just have to separate the whole thing, because now you making me feel uncomfortable. Like, and I don't like that. I don't like when I'm dealing with a person on any type of level, friendship, business, whatever, associates. When you making me feel so uncomfortable, I don't even want you around me anymore. So I had to seriously distance myself from this whole situation, because you're making me feel weird. Like, I just had to cut him off completely, cold turkey, no explanation, because it was becoming just becoming confusing, and just ridiculous at this point. Like, you're trying to tell me what to do for my Instagram, to get my Instagram popping, which, I mean, honestly, there's truth behind some of that, because it's like sex does sell, but I'm not trying to use my sex to sell nothing. So no. And telling me that, oh, you know, we should be a couple channel so that we could get more views together and this and that. And when you come up, you know, you already got somebody with you. Nigga, if I'm gonna be with anybody, it has to be genuine. I've broken up with guys because of all this disingenuous bullshit behind me having a channel, behind me just being a model, behind me just going out and doing videos, and I'm in, like, you know, certain videos and different artists and different stuff like that. I stopped dealing with people off of that, because in this world you need people around you, closely around you, that are genuine people. And once I've seen all this disingenuous stuff from him, I was like, yo, you have to go.